All right. So I've been wanting to make this video for some time now. I've actually tried a couple of times, and it's just like the words like don't come out the way I want it to. And I'm hoping now, like some of y'all will watch it. If you don't, it's whatever. But I'm really hoping some people would watch this just to kind of like maybe encourage them, maybe to like if you know me, at least get a little perspective on what's been going on. So I'm like 28 now, 20 years old. I've been all over doing a lot of cool things over the past few years, and being 28 and thinking back when I was like in high school, thinking about the life I would want to have by the time I was 28 is very different. You know what I'm saying? Like I know this is crazy to even say for a lot of people, but I thought by now, you know what, I have a wife, a kid, something like, or at least prospects towards those things. And it's like, like looking back and seeing all the decisions and stuff that I made, it's just like, I know why, I'm not there, but also it's like, part of me is happy because I've done a lot of cool things, but the other part of me is like sad because I'm like, bro, there's a part of me that I didn't get to fulfill yet. But yeah, these past few years, this last year in particular has been just like a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I complete 180 from where I was to like where I am right now, and it's just like consistent losses. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you've been on this channel, you've seen like I moved out at one point in time, and I was things are lit. Moved out, had little fine thing with me, had like good friends, got good support system with people around me, and like no cap, everything is like gone, bro. Like everything has changed. I couldn't stay at that spot no more just because like bad relationship with the roommate that messed up bare things, and like being a freelancer, like not having that like stable like friendship or spot or whatever, that kind of ruined out a lot of things for me. And then like the relationship stuff, like being a freelancer and doing a relationship is like one of the hardest things in the world. And then like my closest friends, who I thought were my closest friends, just slide me, bro. Like slide me, bro. And it's crazy because like on everything, like you never feel like these stuff would happen to you, bro. Like until it happens. And then, like right now I'm at 28 and I feel like I'm legit starting over. It feels like I'm starting from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like I left the spot, moved back to my parents' spot for the last year now, and it's kind of been throwing my head in for a lot because like I'm not meant to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like right now I know this is kind of where I need to be until like I get my head together. And like even like doing all the stuff that I do, like one thing I gotta give advice on for anybody that's like trying to be a freelancer or like do certain things that require a lot of like time and effort. Like relationships make it hella complicated, and like choosing the right person is super important. Like that for when I'm saying about relationships and friends, bro, like it's super important because like not feeling like you can trust anybody when it comes to what you're doing, it messes you with you like heavy, bro. Like when it came to my friends, it's like, bro, like I put people in certain positions, I help people with certain things, and it's like you're slamming me in like right in front of my face. Like one person's talking to my ex, another person is like bringing around wrong people around me. Like I'm not even trying to go deep into those stories, but it's like like certain things are going on, and you're just like, yo, what the hell? And then like even like having a relationship is like, bro, like being like a freelancer is tough. Like it's actually probably one of the hardest things to do in life. Like you don't know more times like when you're getting money, when you're not getting money. Like some months we're looking crazy. Some months I made like 20 bands, and then other months I'm not making nothing, bro. Like nothing. So it's hard to like juggle those things unless you're on top of your finances. And like I'm not gonna lie, being in a relationship is hard because it's like you got to prioritize your partner, but in order to prioritize your partner, you can't prioritize your partner. If that makes any sense. It's like this, like the time that you want to give to your partner, you can't. Because if you give too much time, then you don't have enough time to do the things that you need to do in order to have like the future and stuff that you want to have with that person. And I always got caught in that kind of web where it's like, at first I was giving myself the time I need to do my stuff, and it's like things were going neatly, but then like after a while like you're neglecting the relationship, so you're like you got to do some stuff, and like you find yourself in a position where it's like, more like a lot of times I end up choosing my relationship over my work, and my relationship over like certain things that like long story short I shouldn't have, and it would probably put me in a better position today, even better with that relationship today, than where it is where it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing. So like I'm not gonna lie to you, yo. That whole situation, that messed with me heavy, bro. Like I thought like I had my first love in like high school. Right? I thought I did. There's like I think everyone always has that relationship where you're just like, yeah, like that's the person. Like, so me, to be honest with you, like every other relationship I got in since then, I wasn't. I didn't really mean as much to me until like this one. Like this one felt like, this is my person. Like this is like the person I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life. So like when that whole situation like finished, and like all the bad stuff that happened throughout that relationship, was just like, damn, like there's part of me, of course, that's always like, man, like I want everything to just work out so we finally like get back together. But then there's the other part of me where it's just like, you after dealing with everything, it's like, bro, like what is there getting back to? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like on the bad side, there's a lot of stuff that happened and a lot of things that threw me off my mental, and like got me into like bad depression and sadness, da da da. But then like it also put me in a position to like, understand my own mental health and what I need to do to regulate myself more, and like, like figure out situations about like exploding or getting mad or yelling and this, that, and the third. Cause like, bro, like, like my mom, before I moved out, my mom told me something that like that I key with me every day, where it's like being on your own, your blind spots are gonna start being shown. And I never really understood it until I was really on my own, where it's like, bro, like things that I thought were normal ain't normal. Things that I thought that wasn't normal could be normal. Sometimes I have stuff that I do that isn't okay. And it wasn't until you're with somebody or you're doing something with somebody that you realize that, all right, boom, like this is not okay. Like I can't be doing this. I got to figure out how to work on this, or, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I had to work on. I still am working on too, like in terms of like communications and like temperaments and like all that other stuff. Talk like going to therapy and like all that other stuff. Like, there's a lot of things that like, having certain kind of relationships do open up for you in terms of like what you got to do to become a better you. But yeah, man, like that being said, like I feel like I'm starting all over again at 28, bro. It's 28. There's so much I still want to do, and like I put myself in a position where it's like I can't even do it the way I want to do it right now. Like I really gotta sit back and just accept all the losses, accept all like the mistakes, all the wrong decisions, everything that I've done that's got me to where I'm at right now, and just be like, yo, like, you're here? All right, bet. How can we get to where we want to get to? To accept where you're at and, like, push forward to the next level. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm hoping, like, with YouTube, with all the content stuff I love to do, and, like, stuff that I'm planning on doing, that hopefully it'll get me to that direction, to that spot that, you all would like, I would like, people to appreciate, and like it'll go places to where never been before. So yeah, man, if you mess with me, if you know me, if you're here to this end of this part of this video, man, I appreciate you a lot. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of me to work on, and I'm working on it. I promise you I'm working on it, and every day I'm gonna work on it harder, bro. I promise you, man. Like one thing I really realized is like consistency is like the hardest part of it all. Like it's not even about starting. Starting is the easy part, fam. It's the consistent part. It's like day one is nothing. Day 168, that's tough, cause like you still gotta keep going. And like I'm at that point right now where it's like I started a little fitness journey, so that's been keeping me like on the place I want to be at. And I'm doing a bunch of other journeys as well. So like right now, I'm definitely trying to get on that streaming and gonna get more on that content stuff. So like hopefully you guys appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy it and like it. But like let's see what happens.